Hi guys, this is Jesse Alcaraz. I teach people accounting, business, and financial literacy concepts. And finally, in this video, we will be discussing the weighted average gross profit margin. So, medyo malabo yung camera ko kasi I'm using my laptop instead of my phone. Kasi we will be, and pansinin nyo, nagatagalog ko, no? Dili ko fluent pag Tagalog. But since there are already a lot of non-Bisaya speakers that are requesting for me to create video in Taglish, then, ayun, pagbigyan na nato sila, no? And makasabot man po ang mga Bisaya o Tagalog. So, okay ra gyapon. So, this is the video, or this is the discussion wherein we will be discussing, ayun na gross profit margin, weighted average. Kasi maraming businesses that have a lot of items, multiple items in their inventory, and also different profit margins or markup. So, instead of using, instead of computing the gross profit margin per item, kasi nga different item, different gross profit margin, we can actually estimate our gross profit margin by means of this weighted average computation. So that we just need the sales. Kukunin na lang natin yung sales, the number of sales, and then i-multiply natin sa weighted average gross profit margin, then we can already have our estimated gross profit. This is still an estimate, but this is more accurate or closer to the actual figures instead of as compared to the outright average lang we're in. For example, 10 items divided by 10 lang siya. Okay, so let's go straight into the video discussion. Screen. Okay, so we have the gross average profit margin. So I just got this one. I just got this definition from Investopedia. So weighted average is a calculation that takes into account the varying degrees of importance of the numbers in the dataset. This means that in the sales, in terms of sales, the higher the amount of sales in our total sales, the higher its contribution, the more weight we will be giving for the gross profit margin contributed by that particular item. A weighted average can be more accurate than a simple average in which all numbers in a dataset are assigned an identical weight. Kasi tawag nito, in a simple average, for example, 10 items, divide 10 lang siya, meaning regardless of the contribution of that item to the total sales, 10% pa lang, 10% lang ang magiging weight niya in the average. And before we continue or before we do the weighted average computation, it is important na meron tayo nitong dalawang details. Number one is the categorized sales report. What does this mean? It means na yung sa sales report mo, as much as possible, na segregate mo siya per item. Magkano yung sales ng item 1, ng item 2, item 3, item 4, item 5, and so on. Kasi kung wala yung details na yun, wala yung data na yun, we will be having a hard time or parang halos imposible siya to make this work. And in terms of sales report, mas maraming days or mas maraming data, mas better. So in this case, we will just be having the categorized sales report good for 1 week. And then 1 week nito, take note, is only 5 days. And then number two, the individual markup rate per item. And again, in our previous discussion, meron tayong dalawang klase ng markup, markup at cost and markup based on the selling price. For the discussion, we will be using the markup based on selling price because eventually after computing our gross profit margin, average, weighted average, we will be also using it to compute for our break even. Okay? So ito yung item information. Item number one, meron tayong 10 items in this example. Okay? Although may mga businesses that have 20, 30, 50 different items. Pero once masabayan nyo to, magets nyo to, then definitely you can apply it regardless of the number of items. So I believe 10 different items is already reasonable for our discussion right now. So again, we have 10 different items. We have the selling price here per unit and then the cost and then the markup. So how did we arrive at the markup? 25 pesos minus cost. Selling price lang po minus the cost. 25 minus 15, that's 10, then 20, 8.5, then 11.5. And then the markup ratio. So again, based on selling price po ang gamit natin na computation, hindi po based on cost. So the formula is selling price minus cost divided by the selling price. So naka-formula na yan, selling price minus the cost divided by the selling price. So itong 40% na ito, this is our markup ratio for item number 1. Number 2, number 3, and as you can see, iba-iba. It goes as high as 66.11% and as low as 10%. So it really varies. Gaya nung mga examples na kino-comment nyo sa mga content natin. So this is the first set of data. And ito, medyo crucial it, hindi medyo crucial. Crucial ito, and then at the same time, it would take you some time to gather the data. Kasi we need the sales per item. Again ha, we need the sales per item and mas maraming days, mas in, paano ba? Hirap ng Tagalog. Okay, mas maraming days, mas better para mas marami yung data sets natin. So in this case, we only have 5 days, 1 week. So ang nilagay ko na lang dito is the number of units per day. So for example, item number 1, meron tayong sales na 90 units. Item number 2, 50 units. Item number 5, 35 units. So the same goes for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So, okay, total weekly sales. So, the total weekly sales is simply the sum. Ito total lang natin yung number of units for the 5 days. So, 90 plus 86 plus 101 plus 104 and 116. Yan, nakasum yan dyan times the selling price. So, in 1 week, sales for item number 1 is 12,425. For item number 2, 3,660, so on and so forth. Pinakamalaki natin is item number 7, which is 31,200 pesos. So after getting the weekly sales or the total sales per item, then total lang natin yan. So we have here the total weekly sales. Sorry. 171,905. Okay, we're not done yet. So pagkatapos nating itotal ang sales per item, we will now compute the percentage of contribution of this item to the total sales. Okay? Paano ba natin ito Tagalog yun? Kukunin na natin yung contribution ng item number 1 sa total sales niya. Be reminded that the total weekly sales is 171,905 and then the total sales per item, specifically item number 1 is 12,425. So, the question is, item number 1, magkano yung contribution niya sa total sales? In Bisaya, pila ang contribution sa atong item 1 sa total sales? The answer is 7.23%. Paano kinuha ang 7.23%? We just simply divide the sales per item divided by the total sales. So, yun yung formula. 12,425 divided by 171. So, do that for everything else. For example, ito, item number 1, 2% lang yung contribution niya. And then, since item number 7 has the highest total sales, siya din yung may pinaka malaking contribution. So, 80. So, as you can see, that's 100%. So, percentage contribution. Are we done? Not yet. Okay, di pa tayo tapos. The next step is to get the, ano to? We will be using this percentage contribution. So, itabi natin siya dito sa markup. So, ito yung dalawang set of data na kailangan natin in computing the weighted average gross profit margin. So again, this is the markup per item based on selling price, and this is the contribution or the weight of the item to that total sales. The next step is to simply multiply these two figures. Okay? So, sa maning 2.89. Ano itong 2.89% dito? So, the 2.89% is the weighted average contribution of item number 1 to our sales. And do that for all of the items. So, yung percentage na natin siya, then 2 decimal places. Then afterwards, total lang natin ito. So again, how did I compute for this one? Markup times the percentage contribution. Okay, so don't forget that one. Then total, then we will be able to get our weighted average gross profit margin, which is 36.64%. Okay? So, this is already the weighted average. Ito na yung gagamitin natin. So, medyo mahaba yung process niya, but for me, it's really helpful, no? Kasi di mo na kailangan i-compute each item to get the estimated profit margin. So let's say, okay, apply na natin. Let's say we have, for the month of June, meron tayong sales na 255,780. Okay? So, we just need the sales figure for the month of June. And syempre, halo-halo na ito. Hindi na natin alam kung ilan yung item A, item number 1, item number 2, item number 3. So this is just the total sales for the month of June. Di natin alam ang breakdown nito. And since di natin alam ang breakdown nito, we also don't have an idea how much is the gross profit of this sale. However, since meron tayong weighted average gross profit margin, then we can now compute for the estimated gross profit. So, paano yan? Sales times the weighted average. So, meron tayong 93,000 gross profit. And less expenses, lagyan natin salary, gawin natin 20,000. Okay, meron tayong rent, 5,000. Utilities na 3,000 pesos. Then, ano pa ba? Sige, yan lang. Therefore, for the month of June, we have an estimated net profit of 65,000 pesos. Okay? So again, once we have this one, we can easily estimate the gross profit and the net profit. Klaro ba? So if you have questions, then feel free to ask in the comment section. And then lastly, if meron na tayong ganito, we can also use this one to compute for the break-even. So let's just use this one. Be reminded that BEP is equals to fixed expenses divided by contribution margin, which is selling price minus cost. Hindi, sorry, variable cost. This is the formula, the actual formula for BEP. However, we'll just be using a derivative. By the way, sa mga newcomers, sa mga viewers na ito yung first video nila, I have previous discussions regarding break-even point. So, fixed expenses divided by gross profit margin. So, ito yung gagamitin natin. This is just a derivative. Hindi po ito nagpa-follow sa accounting standards. So, assuming na yung fixed expenses natin is itong tatlong to. So, BEP is equals to divided by our margin. So, the BEP in sales is 76,426.48. And take note, since yung sample sales natin is beyond the break-even point, which is 255,780, then definitely we can make a net profit. So, I guess yun na yun. If you have questions, feel free to ask, no? Medyo mahaba yung discussion natin. But personally, this is something very important, very helpful in estimating whether or not profitable ba yung business mo o hindi. So, ayun. Good night sa lahat and bayad na ako sa utang ko in relation to weighted average. Bye-bye.